Em uma entrevista de 1998, Mel Gibson fez um monte de críticas ao lado mau e sombrio de Hollywood, que ele pessoalmente encontrou.
When I came over here, I was in my mid-20s.
Right.
The first time I really came over here. You know, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
And nobody was really bothering to explain it to me.
They don't.
And and I formed a bunch of opinions about the town and about the people in it that were like, surely that couldn't be, because a whole place can't be like, you know, Weird Town, you know, where the stranger wanders in and all the people are in the bar and they all shut up when he looks at them and they tell you don't go to the house on the hill, and it's like that. And then you go away and you think, no, I was wrong. I mean, that's insane thinking. I'm paranoid. I imagined that stuff. That couldn't be the reason for why so-and-so was acting like, could it? And then you find out later on the track that you were exactly on track with a lot of this stuff. Not specifically on track, but that you could, that some of your worst nightmares were real at the time, and you think...
Após ter feitos esses comentários, é claro que a mídia e todos os lugares começaram a tentar cancelá-lo. Quem fala a verdade nos dias de hoje é calado. Desde então, Mel Gibson está travando uma grande batalha contra o mercado bilionário de tráfico de crianças. Segue um trecho de Timbaland, um ex-agente federal dos Estados Unidos que luta contra o mesmo.
He told me that he was in Budapest at the time. This was right hours after the invasion, and he said he supports a bunch of orphans in Ukraine, and he was worried about them, and he asked if I could help get them out. So now I've got 12 from my wife, I got 13 others from Mel Gibson, and I'm thinking, okay, I got this list of kids I got to get out. I told Mel, I said, you got to help me. This is going to be expensive. I won't ask you for direct donation, but can you help me film this? You know, let's film what's happening so we can get people to understand and they can support us. He said, no problem. He helped us get set up and started filming. 4 months later, what I thought was going to be maybe a documentary about Ukraine ends up being a 4-part docuseries that's almost done. It's being produced by DNA Films and executive produced by Tony Robbins. That's how crazy it got and how prophetic my wife was. When I showed up in Ukraine with a list of, I think, 20 names, the Ukrainians countered me and gave me over 10,000 names of orphans that they didn't know where they were because of the chaos caused by war. And more importantly, and more frightening to me, was the fact that I know that human trafficking is a $32 billion a year business. It's the fastest growing criminal enterprise in the world, and I also know how kids get forced into that market. And it's through vulnerable situations like in the aftermath of a hurricane, mostly in a developed country, or an earthquake, or in this case, a war.
E agora é totalmente doentio o quanto Hollywood está em silêncio sobre esse novo filme chamado Sound of Freedom. É um filme que expõe o tráfico de crianças. A mídia não está divulgando e nenhuma celebridade está apoiando o filme, além de Mel Gibson, no qual ele já foi para a lista negra anos atrás por falar a verdade. Netflix, Hulu, Disney e Amazon, todas já recusaram fazer o streaming do filme. Parece que temos o diabo totalmente no altar por todos os lugares. Esse filme apenas abriu os meus olhos nas atrocidades que a elite está fazendo por trás das cenas. O filme expõe como eles agem e toda a agenda que eles têm perante a esse assunto sério. Engraçado como as celebridades saem correndo para defender qualquer problema de justiça social, mas quando se trata de tráfico de crianças, o silêncio se torna ensurdecedor.